Hello, Jane. How are you doing?
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Good.
I'm Silvana from Mundo, Películas. So first, I want to thank you for your time to talk with us about the new season of Hightown. And we have some questions for you. So let's begin.
All right.
Well, your last character was 10 years ago, right? On Rubicon.
Yes.
And last year, you came back as Ray Abruzzo on the first season of Hightown. So how have you felt about this great return? And why did you take so long?
Oh, uh, I felt great about it. I felt great coming back. I I fell in love with Rebecca Cutter's writing. I'd spent 10 years not doing television. I was just doing film and theater, basically doing short form, coming in and coming out, get in, get out. I'm playing 4 different characters a year, and Rebecca Cutter really just has taken this world and created these characters that are so in depth, and they're deeply flawed and they're fun to play.
Okay, cool. And what do you think about that? This return has captivated all fans all over the world.
Oh, I don't know who's captivated.
There are many who was waiting for your return.
Oh, that's sweet of you to say. Thank you. Well, I'm happy to be here, and I get to go to work with really good people and fun people, and I believe in the stories that we're telling, and I think the second season is kind of epic in scale, and it's we're really diving into some important subject matter, and it's just wild, and it's a fun show too. You know what I mean? It's sexy, it's fun, and it's
intense.
It's intense. Yeah.
Yeah, we are happy to have you back.
Thank you.
Well, in the first season, we saw that your character Ray has a little shady background.
Mm-hmm.
How was the process to play this role? What got your attention to the most to play this character, and what did you like the most playing it?
I liked his shady background, as you said. I like playing characters in the gray area. I like the fact that on any given day, Ray Abruzzo is actually the bad guy. And sometimes you have to lean into that. And he does a lot of things right, does a lot of things wrong, and those are the fun characters to play.
Yeah, it's like a protagonist, but also like an antagonist.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. And also, in the first season, we saw that your character it's really into his work. It's like obsessed with his work, and probably because his personal life is not quite well, and therefore he focuses all his energy at his work. Was it very exhausting for you to get that level of deepness when playing a role like this?
Yeah, it's I like being exhausted though. You know what I mean? Because I work the same way Ray works. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been acting for 20 years. It's a gypsy lifestyle. You know what I mean? I've made some mistakes in my life, and I've sacrificed friends and family to go to work. And I think everyone on the film crew relates to that, whether you're an actor or you're the sound mixer or you're the key grip. It's like working in the carnival. You're gone a lot. You're not home a lot. And so Ray's obsession with his work is something that I can relate to. And I like playing with that. But all these characters have an obsession. Monica's character, Jackie, she's obsessed with her work also. She's obsessed, you know what I mean? Everyone's trying to fill this hole, you look at Amari's character, Frankie. Ray and Frankie go head to head a lot, but there's a lot of similarities there. Frankie's obsessed with his work too.
Yeah. And it's, as I say, it's so intense that everything is related in somehow.
Yes. Yeah, it's all interwoven together.
Yeah.
And it's like a pulley system. So if I'm pulling this, it affects this over here, and everyone's affecting each other, and it's a fun little dance we get to play with.
Yeah. And considering the main subject of the show, the drugs and crime are important aspect in Hightown, even though the purpose of a movie or TV show is not to educate us, but in the end, directly or not, they eventually teach us something. So, from your point of view, do you think this TV show helps to make visible the danger behind the drug abuse?
I hope so. We try to do it the right way. We try to treat it with integrity and respect and a careful hand. We're all coming from a place where all of us have, you know, friends and family have personal experience, and we're trying to shed a light on it, and also shed a light on recovery. You know, that there are options out there for you. There are people who have been through it, who've already trudged that hard road, who have come out the other side and can help you get sober. Because the opioid epidemic, I mean, it's not recreational in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
it's deadly. It's almost 100% addictive, and it'll kill you.
Mhm. And when you get into this world, it touches you in some point.
Yeah, I think we can all relate in so many ways. I think we all have known someone who has gone through a lot of these struggles, and we all go through different struggles in different ways. You know, I think, you know, yes, there is the opioid side of this show and that addiction, but if you look at Ray's got a different addiction. He's addicted to, you could say sex, but maybe he's addicted to people to make him feel better. You know,
Yeah.
you can say that Renee has her own addiction problems. You know, Amaury, Frankie, you know, Osito, Don, who plays Sergeant Centil. Everyone's trying to make themselves feel better. Everyone's trying to fill a void through one thing or another, and that's the real human element of the show.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Everybody struggle with different problem, and they find their way.
There's a lot of support groups going on. Everyone's just going to different support groups on the show.
Yeah. And also on the show, we were surprised with each scene from the first episode, along with incredible cast, well-played characters, and all the drama. Can you tell if will they still surprise us in the new season?
I think it's more surprising.
More surprising.
I think Rebecca Cutter's written kind of a Shakespearean yarn. It's kind of it's I don't know. It's pretty epic in scale, and it's a roller coaster ride.
Wow, roller coaster is a big word.
Yeah, it's a big ride. It's a big word. Yeah.
Yeah. And what evolution could we see in your role, if you can tell us a little bit?
What I'll say is that Ray is in his darkness and his loneliness. He's still fighting against it. It's unclear how and where he's going to get out of it. You know, I don't want to give away too much because I don't know how he gets out of it. You know, I don't know if he is out of it. Do things change for him? Yes, things change for him drastically in the second season.
Okay, but more for good or bad way?
It depends on how you look at it.
That's tricky.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know that Hightown is one of the most successful TV show on Starz? So what do you think makes it so catchy for the public?
You know, we're trying to tell real stories of real people. You know, we're trying to dive into it and tell it from a different viewpoint and fill it up. You know, and I say that in the means of like 9 out of 10 people are going to do it this way. We're trying to be that 1 out of 10 and do it a different way. And it's a joy to go to work every day on that set. There's just a real feeling of artistic expression, and everyone is given a chance. Everyone is given a voice, and it's just a real positive, creative atmosphere.
So, do you think we can see a third season?
I hope so. I think if people watch it, we'll see a third season, you know, so tune in.
So we have chance.
We have a chance. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Our story's not done yet. We have a lot more to say.
Nice. We're happy to hear that. And James, we know that Jerry Bruckheimer is the executive producer on Hightown.
Yep.
So tell us, please, what did or does it mean to you to work with this iconic filmmaker?
You know, Jerry's, you're right. There's no other way to describe him other than an iconic filmmaker. He's been doing this for over 40 years on an extremely high level. And I've worked with him before, and I hope to continue to work with him. I learn a lot. And, you know, it's one of Jerry's greatest strengths as a producer is trusting the artist, and he lets the artist come into work. He facilitates an environment where we can come in and play, and that's when you find the good stuff, you know?
And feel like relaxed to play the role.
Yep, absolutely. Like the support that we've gotten from Jerry, his company, and Starz has been remarkable.
I'm glad to hear that, and you enjoy this new character. And well, James, it was a short interview because of the time, and I want you to invite people from Chile and Latin America, the audience, to watch the show, the new season. And can you give us like a message?
Oh, like to the kid? Yeah. Hi, I'm James Badgedale. I play Ray Abruzzo on Hightown. I'm inviting all of you to watch the second season of Hightown on Starz, and enjoy the ride.
Well, James, thank you so much for your time and for answering all the questions. I'm very happy to have this interview with you. And have a great day.
All right now. Take care.
You too. Bye. Thank you.